Dude, just admit it. Just admit your faults. Listen, we're all human. Tell your family now. You open up your Facebook, you got a message, and it's from Snort Burnell. And you open it up. Darkside Phil is a scammer and a pedophile and a horrible person who plays mobile games all day. DSP leads a cult of children on the internet. Don't you see? Who else would watch that kind of content? It's a bunch of dumb children who follow DSP. And he's leading them like the Pied Piper. He's leading them into a life of degradation and debauchery. Dude, just admit it. Just admit your faults. Listen, we're all human.
Over-sexualize everything. Five guys. Fuck my wife. Fuck my wife. Five guys. Absolutely has sex with my wife. With my wife. Five guys. Sex with my wife. Oiled up. Slippery. Oh my God. Oh my God. Sex with my wife. Tyrone. Tevin. Kilmurray. 7. My wife is squirting everywhere. Oiled up. Sauce all over her ass. Five guys. Absolutely has sex with my wife. With my wife. Five guys. Sex with my wife. Oiled up. Slippery. Oh my God. Oh my God. Sex with my wife. Rick and Bob. Who? The child. Sissified boys, please suck my ass on diarrhea day, dog. Let me tell you something, brother.
Suck a dog off. Suck a dog off.
I tell you what I do.
Suck a dog off.
I tell you what I do.
Suck a dog off. Dog off.
We got another one. We got another one. Why he looking at my mouth? Why he looking at my ass? Dog. Please.
Suck a dog off.
Dog. Please.
Suck a dog off.
Dog.
Dog off.
Dog. Please.
Suck a dog off. Suck a dog off.
Dog. I tell you what I do.
Suck a dog off.
I tell you what I do.
Suck a dog off. Dog off.
We got another one. We got another one. Why he looking at my mouth? Dog. I'm touching him anytime I feel like it. I'm touching him now. I'm touching him now. Dog. Touching him now. Dog. Nerd.
All right, everybody. Welcome. Hold on. Yeah, that's the layout. There we go. Welcome all. This is another stream where we're gonna be watching Dark Side Phil and maybe playing some games. Quick recap, I guess. We've been up to some shenanigans on the TBS style channel. Yesterday we made a movie review that has even editing in it. I think it was pretty fun. It's time-stamped, so if you only care about us reviewing the DSP review, you can just click on that. If you want to hear our opinions on the Super Mario movie, you can also do that. We also had a groupthink yesterday, so there you go. You have a lot of stuff to watch. What I wanted to do today is watch his last pre-stream, right? And see what was going on there, and maybe if we have some time, we can watch something else.
Hello, boyfriend, please no joy.
Okay, no joy. This is gonna be a miserable stream with zero joy. This is also not a competitive stream, so don't try too hard to have fun. Just try a little bit, because it's a casual style stream. So today he's gonna be playing Street Fighter. It's Street Fighter Friday. Friday night fights, except it's gonna be the day stream. He finished Amnesia and had a $0 stream. Yes, my children. He had a $0. Outside of a contribution that he got before the stream, so it's kind of, it spoiled the fun and joy of a $0 stream, but it gave us a little taste of what a $0 stream will truly be like. So I guess that's the one. Talkin'. For some reason, he used the short slang talkin'. I guess so. Talkin' my 15th anniversary event, news and more. I really want to see what the more is going to be in the news. Because if there's anyone that I trust with my news, it's Dark Side Phil. The guy who doesn't even read the whole article. He just reads the bullet points.
You here to the show. How is everyone doing today?
Wow, and his beard has become very much a mix between patchy and white.
Hope that you're doing well.
So it's just kind of fading out at this point. It's almost gone, dude. Give up. And the little mustache he has under his actual mustache, shave it off. Just leave the normal mustache until here, and not the, I don't know how it's called, handlebars. It's not the handlebars, is it? But the thing after the mustache, because it doesn't connect. He has like a mustache, and then he has a little piece of hair, and then it goes to the actual beard. It makes no sense. It doesn't work.
And I hope you're ready for some variety here on the final day of streams for the week. It's been a fun week.
Final day variety.
Variety and good stuff all around. And of course, I'm happy to bring more of that to you today. A lot to talk about today. There's a few game news stories that I'd like to give you big updates on that are kind of cool. But in addition, as you guys know, right around the corner coming up in August is going to be a big celebration of my 15-year anniversary as a YouTube content creator. And with that,
hey, what's up, Corez?
Some special festivities. One of the things that we're talking about is doing some retro throwback playthroughs. And what I wanted to do on the spur of the moment kind of last night, before I went to sleep, is post up a poll and gauge your interest.
Oh, yeah. Let's actually check that one out.
On what you'd like to see more right away. Now, good news is, we're in no rush, and that poll just went live overnight. If you didn't have a chance to vote on it yet, you still have a chance to vote on it.
Is it this? Oh my god, what? This is so stupid. To celebrate my upcoming 15th anniversary as a YouTube creator, which throwback playthrough would you prefer to see more? Share your thoughts and let's talk about it on the podcast in the morning. So we have Saints Row 2. Okay. We have Super Mario Bros. 3. And we got Grand Theft Auto 5 on the Xbox Series X and Mega Man Marathon. Why? Why not Heavy Rain? Heavy Rain is a game that brought him to, I don't know, massive success. Everybody talking about his Heavy Rain playthrough. It was a huge success. Also, why not Metal Gear Solid, the one where he told Kojima that he's a cocksucker? Why not play iconic games that people associate with him? Why not play the Dead Space 2 demo? Why not? Why are we playing Saints Row 2? it makes no sense. But I mean, leave it to DSP to make a special event that has nothing to do with what the actual special event is about.
Meerkat looking like
There
a
you
full
go.
course meal.
Oh, thank you, Swaggy Davis Jr. You're making me blush, dog. Yeah, he could have played Scarface as well. Persona 3, that would probably be pretty long. So for like a one-day event, you probably play something that is short and quick to get it out of the way. And you know, if he played something like Heavy Rain, he could go back and talk about, dude, fucking remember here when I said Chicky Chang Wang? Oh my god, old Phil was so fucking stupid. And he can stroke his own ego about how much better he is now. But yeah, GTA 5, he's not finishing that in one day. I don't know why it's a throwback playthrough. I've never heard anybody say, hey Phil, your Grand Theft Auto 5 playthrough is a classic. Or Saints Row 2.
Here on the community
know, bro.
tab of DSP Gaming's main channel page.
But as you guys know, the trolls decide all of these polls because, well, they're more of the trolls than DSP fans. So I have to, if I had to pick, I would say Mega Man Marathon on the NES. Well, I lost, but I would pick this because it's gonna be very boring gameplay of a very old game that he would probably be annoyed to play, and most of his chat would be bored, and it would make for a fantastic special stream, obviously.
So if you haven't seen the poll yet, I urge you to go vote. We're going to talk about
did.
the early results of that poll in just a second, but that's just one of the many topics that I'll be covering today on the show. So how is everyone? Are you good? I hope I find you well. Final streaming day of the week for me. Tomorrow I'll have a day off, and unlike last week, thankfully, tomorrow will be a relaxing day. Last week was the complete and polar opposite. My
Why?
day off already was going to be stressful because I had a lot to do, and then on top of that, having one of the worst vet visits I've ever had in my life just compounded the problem.
Dude, it wasn't. I haven't seen that story yet, and that's because I don't really know about going to the vet. My parents take care of all the pets because I don't live with them, so I don't know about it. But I should probably check it out at some point because it seems like he was salty as fuck.
I'm happy that's all behind us now.
They wanted to scam him by running blood tests on Jasper.
And now I can have a more relaxing
That's the
day with
actual
my family
story.
tomorrow because I really need it. I need to unplug and just, you know, have a good time with Kat and Jasper and have some good food and, you know, I don't watch some stuff. Maybe my wife will play a new game or something and I'll be able to, you know, watch her play and, you know, join in. I actually like that. I like when she plays a video game and I get to sit there and kind of watch her play and chime in on what's going on in the game and stuff like that. It's very entertaining and also very fun.
There's nothing wrong with it, really. Inherently, there's nothing wrong with watching somebody play video games. But Dave, this is your whole life, man. You're creating playthroughs and watching playthroughs. Why don't you just spice it up? Do something else. What the fuck? Just he spends 6 days a week creating playthroughs and playing games so other people can watch him, and he spends 1 day a week watching his wife play games.
Boogie, who has made many pedo groomer vibe videos making sexual comments to teen girls. DSP did beat off in front of kids.
Wait, what's that? Because this didn't come up, so I couldn't read it. Just give me a second. Where's the scene collection, bruh? Huh?
Only cowbigger might be Boogie, who has made many pedo groomer vibe videos making sexual comments to teen girls. DSP did beat off in front of kids.
Yes? Hold on. Why can't I see it? Where did my event log go? Something glitched. All right, I'm gonna fix it, and I'll be back to you in a second.
Gameplay experience, you know, with your significant other. So it should be pretty good. I'm hoping to have a more relaxing day tomorrow to unwind.
There it is. Yeah, big up Shively for this. The only cow bigger can be this. But Bookie's new girlfriend is very suspicious, dude. She's very sus. She looks strange, and she got a very strange vibe about her. And that's all I know about her, really. And I've seen like 1 or 2 pictures of her on social media. Yeah.
And of course, next week.
But I don't know about the pedo groomer vibe videos.
We got more good variety of stuff.
I would say when it comes to this, Shane Dawson is like the GOAT at pedo groomer vibes. The dude was like, damn, he was fucked up. And he also did a bunch of blackface and didn't even know that blackface is actually offensive. He didn't even know.
Coming up, I'm very excited for the very first ever expansion character in Street Fighter 6 in Rashid. And the
Oh yeah, and
update.
I mean Onision is out of question. Onision is like, he is the god of groomer vibes. He's like actually on not even Mount Rushmore. He's the guy who is above Mount Rushmore of groomers.
To the game that sound like
I really hope the feds get him one of these days. I really do.
make the game much easier to play and much better, in my opinion. I guess we'll
What's
see.
with DSP not wanting to pay for other people's medical bills? First Cart and now Jasper. No prob dropping them Benjamins on Hogan's.
Well, you know, if you don't have to, then you don't have to. So apparently they told him that he doesn't have to do a blood test on Jasper, or he thought he doesn't have to. I need to actually look up that clip. I might do it after this pre-stream, because this pre-stream is probably going to be trash.
But we'll talk all about that in a little bit. I think what we should do, as we always do here on the Level 1 podcast.
Oh, also, one last thing, and I'll stop pausing him so often. We are on our way to 5,000 subs. So if you want to contribute to the positivity and make that number hit the arbitrary goal of that 5,000, and then something cool is going to happen, then please subscribe. Please.
Start with yesterday.
Please.
And talk about
I'm
everything
begging
that
you.
went down so you guys are aware. And then we'll talk about what's coming up today in the schedule. I actually need your help to determine who to use in Street Fighter 6 today, because I am...
Oh, no, this is
completely on
getting
the
skipped.
fence. Really,
This whole
like,
segment's
I'm really
getting skipped.
undecided as of now, and I need your feedback.
And
all
he
right?
needs your feedback.
Cool. Let's do this. By the way, of course, yeah, another new shirt today. I told you that I bought several of these. I still haven't gone through all of them. I think I still have another shirt I've never even worn on the streams yet. But yeah, this is a nice one. The only bummer about this one is, as you can see, this piece of the collar, I don't want to button it all the way up. It seems like it's too, I want to have a little bit more loose, but when you get it more loose like this, now this kind of flops over. And
Yeah, you also have disgusting chest hair, so maybe keep that under wraps. Keep that hidden away. Get it out of here.
the inside doesn't look
No,
great. Yeah,
button all of it up.
whatever. I don't think it really bothers anyone, but, I like it. It's a nice shirt, and, again, in the vibe of the summer months here.
The vibe.
I'm enjoying how aerated these shirts are.
Aerated shirts.
They allow me to play
Very
Street
nice.
Fighter and not sit here sweaty and disgusting. Because when I play Street Fighter, again, my adrenaline seriously goes up, makes my body temperature go up, and I end up sweating. I really do. Every time I play, I get the sweats. So having a shirt
I
like
trust
this
you,
is
Phil.
way
I
more
trust you.
aerated and more cool and relaxing. So anyway, let's talk about what happened yesterday on the streams. First stream yesterday was Final Fantasy 16, and basically it's just more of the same at this point. You get a high, right? You get a really excellent story-based segment with cool plot developments, an epic fight, with cool icon
Yep, this is
bosses,
getting skipped, bro.
that stuff. So it's much better. It's like you're not wasting time. You're spending time with your friends while you're doing stuff. You know the best way to explain this? In real life.
Oh, okay, very nice. Let's talk about friends in real life.
Let's say you go grocery shopping, right?
Okay.
You go grocery shopping by yourself. You do it once or twice, it's all right. But once you do it the fifth time, you're bored. I've already been to this grocery store a million times. It's not exciting. It's just work I have to do to get groceries in my house. But now do it with a friend or do it with a significant other.
That's actually bullshit. If you enjoy cooking, grocery shopping is always fun, because you think about what you can do and you think about what kind of stuff you have at home, and it's fun thinking of what you can actually get done, what kind of snack you can get, what kind of dessert you can make, what kind of food your significant other is gonna like, or what kind of thing you like. So yeah, it's not really always a chore unless you make it like that, because a lot of things in life are as you make them. So if you make it boring, it's gonna be boring.
And all of a sudden a new wrinkle is added because it's fun. You're doing something different with someone else who normally maybe you wouldn't do it with, or, just having that social interaction with someone. Maybe, someone sees something new on a shelf you didn't see before, or whatever. You know what I mean? It makes it better. It really does. And that's why in an MMO, those menial tasks and things that you do aren't that big of a deal, because they feel meaningful. When you're playing Final Fantasy 16 by your fucking self, it feels like you're watching grass grow, like you're painting
Wow,
a
he's so
fucking
angry.
white picket fence with white paint, and it's dripping down, and you have to recoat it, but then you have to wait for it to dry to put on the next coat. So you watch the grass grow while you're waiting for the fucking paint to dry.
Calm down, Grandpa. Why are you so mad?
Do the second coat.
It's a video
That's what
game.
It feels like you're doing with this shit.
Oh my god, this fucking idiot fucking
Why is
grass
it in there?
grow.
Again, someone asked the game director these questions. Like, what the fuck were you thinking? This is not meaningful gameplay. It's
not
2023.
It's not meaningful.
Stop saying your game is 60 to 80 hours long.
Stop
In
saying
reality,
your
it's
game
20
is
hours
meaningful.
long with 60 hours of shit. Anyway, that's the Final Fantasy 16 experience for me. Okay?
There you go.
We're going to continue on. I'm going to keep playing it. We're going to eventually beat it. I can't wait to get to the good parts at the end. Seriously, I can't wait. Now, last night we played, I almost said Amnesia the Bunker. Last night we played Street Fighter 6's World Tour mode. First time we did it in the week. We're going to probably do these once a week as a night stream. It was fun. Once again, we were exploring new areas. We actually went to the UK and met Cammy, and Cammy became a new trainer, and we started learning Cammy's moves.
Awesome.
And now I have the,
Did you do better than last time?
spiral arrow move, as well as her dive kick, which I don't even know what it's called in this one, but her dive kick. We ran into Jamie, but he's not a trainer yet. We know where he is, but he hasn't become a trainer in the plot yet. Maybe we have to do something else to have him become a trainer. At the end of the stream, we ran into Ken, who actually was undercover as a construction worker, which is neat because that fits into the plot of Street Fighter 6. I don't know how many of you know, but in the plot of Street Fighter 6...
Okay, yeah,
Ken
this
has been
gets skipped.
falsely... So then when I play the World Tour mode, right? So people are like, wow, this is great. It's chill fun. We can have the chill vibes
fun.
back of the streams that we can't get during the ranked multiplayer.
Dude,
And then the
come
people
on.
who like the ranked multiplayer say, wow, this is offline.
Oh,
crap,
guys,
boring."
this is chill fun.
So it's like a complete split among fans of mine of which kind of content.
Imagine having an audience of people that likes your stuff and likes your channel and they always watch your stuff, but they constantly cry about it. That doesn't seem normal to me. It doesn't seem healthy.
They're enjoying out of Street Fighter 6. I'm seeing people show up to the World Tour streams
But that's obviously because they're trolls.
who aren't on the ranked and vice versa just for that, you know? But I mean, I understand the major focus of Street Fighter 6 is the competition, which is why the World Tour stuff is basically like kind of a once a week late night chill deal. It's not going to be focused on, you know, so, you know, it is what it is. I'm still enjoying it. I think we're around 9 hours in and everyone says it's about 20 hours long. So we're fastly approaching like the halfway point. You know, I don't know how long we'll be playing this mode. Maybe eventually we'll pick it up and play it a little more. But I enjoy it and it's good. And the other thing is, as you play it, you're getting unlocks and stuff, right? It's not like it's a waste of time. And, you know, I think that it'll get even more interesting as DLC characters start getting added. For example, the DLC character coming up this week, Rashid, will be in World Tour mode when we play it next. It's pretty cool. So, all right. So yesterday was a pretty good streaming day. Good variety. It broke it up. No competitive Street Fighter play for a bit, so people can relax. We're like, oh, no Street Fighter today, right?
All right, skip.
There's almost no Lily videos out there.
Oh yeah, he started watching gameplay throughs again. I mean, like Street Fighter advice videos.
Before I went to sleep, I did my usual research to try to see what
His usual research. Man.
I absorb of Street Fighter 6. There's almost
Big ups,
Lily
Eric
videos
Boyer
out
for the
there.
sub.
What I mean by that is I think people have collectively accepted that she's just kind of low tier in the game. And because of that, it's very hard to find like high ranked gameplay with her. I find maybe like 2 good videos a week, if that, of like tech or someone playing her at a high level on YouTube. It's hard, very hard to find. Last week I had watched some of it before I played with Lily on Wednesday of last week, and I haven't even seen like a new video since then to watch. All right, now Zangief, on the flip side of that, people are making tons of videos about Zangief. And I don't know if it's just because he's a traditional character that's always been in Street Fighter. He is recognized as being pretty low tier in this one, in Street Fighter 6. And I think what it is when you find someone who's good, like, for example, Snake Eyes or Uncle Zangie, there's like 3 or 4 very prominent Zangief players who are Zangief specialists in Street Fighter 6. And they get...
Dude.
Watches SF6 tips, but leaves no comments. Wonder why.
Well, because they're gonna clap him in the comments. It's gonna be, oh my god, it's gonna be the same thing as when he replies to some random dude on Twitter, and there's a bunch of people just replying with a gif of him jerking off. It's always funny. It's never not funny.
videos out. Like every week there's 2 or 3 of these videos coming out, and each one's like 20-30 minutes.
And then of course the trolls are gonna catch wind of it because somehow they're gonna find out that he commented to somebody's video, and then it's gonna be a lot of fun.
It's long, so there's a lot to watch.
But not for him.
In fact, I ended up watching like an hour. And
big ups Dorzak for the 1 membership. And what I was gonna say before that is, man, the day he stops talking about Street Fighter 6 is gonna be like my favorite day in DSP history. I'm so fucking tired of his talking about how he learned something from a YouTube video. It's almost like he's talking about like he took a course in Street Fighter. Like he got a certification in Street Fighter. And it's just so annoying. It's always annoying. And then talking about how he's improving, it's like I'm listening to a child telling me how they're getting better at Fortnite, is always annoying. And this is a grown-ass man. It's not wholesome, it's not heartwarming, it's not like an enjoyable vibe, it's just obnoxious.
Nodding off, I was like, all right, I better stop watching because I'm just going to fall asleep. Did I see some impressive stuff? Yeah. Basically what I'm seeing is some hit strings that are good. Like his low light kick is insanely good and beats a ton of shit. So from now on, when I'm Zangief, when I'm close to someone, I'm mashing low light kick.
Mash.
And if it hits, you can hit confirm into a low jab, dash cancel, and now you have a mix up. You can do a 360.
Okay, yeah, you should mix up a bunch of drugs.
60. You can do another low jab. If it connects, you can do a combo. If it doesn't connect, you go into another mix up scenario. I saw some interesting combos, like with the combo that I've been doing, involves a lot of medium punches. It's like medium punch, dash cancel, medium punch, directional medium punch, and lariat. Well, after the directional
this is
medium
getting
Just be the kind of guy to ask his kid for donations.
just be the kind of guy who would have to get his kid blood tests ran and he would cry about it and say no. They don't fucking need to. He's not allergic to anything, you fucking idiots. Big ups Crescent Cannon. But yeah, this segment is getting skipped. The moment he starts talking about technical stuff in Street Fighter, it's immediately just goes off a cliff, entertainment-wise. It's the biggest dog shit.
So it's not like, oh, yes, please, they're saying, wow. Grappler, spinning people around, slamming them, punching them, putting his arms out like this, and spinning like a tornado, striking
Who is this,
everything
Hogan?
around him in a radius. Would you like to see that?
I would like to see
too
somebody
bad.
do that to you.
I give my viewers what they want. If you guys want the gift of Geef, I'll give you the gift of Geef. Yes, people want the gift.
He gives his viewers what they want, but most of the time is a couple of months after the fact. But that's the asterisk.
Gift of Geef today.
Dude, I gave you what you want. What you wanted 6 months ago. Why aren't you supporting it now? Where did you go?
Yes, please, they're saying, wow.
Wow.
Goldfish wants to get pile drived by Zangief.
Wow.
That could be taken another way, so you better watch your language there. Your phrasing, as they would say on Archer. But, yeah, all right. Very nice. You didn't know how to say Chakotay until you watched El Chakotay's guides?
El Chakotay.
From Star Trek Voyager. You didn't know Chakotay? He's cool. He's the
Bill,
second
please
in
stop.
command of
This somehow feels racist. It's not, but it feels like it. Maybe because it's DSP. It gives me like PTSD flashbacks to like Durka 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 Durka. Those videos from back in the day. Those top 10 racism compilations that he made.
Anyway, I don't know what that had to do with anything. All right, so maybe today we'll do the gift of Geef, and that means probably sometime on Friday we'll play with Lily. We'll talk about that in a second. All right. The late stream tonight, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time.
Nope. No.
Amnesia the I don't know why I just did that on my leg.
Because you're
Amnesia
trash.
The bunker
'Cause you're
tonight
cringe as
on the
fuck.
late stream. Yes,
I don't know
we are
why I just did
approaching
that. He's the kind of guy to do... I have a cousin like this, where he would knowingly do something super obnoxious, and then would say, oh my god, I'm so obnoxious, and then would do like a goat laugh. He's that guy. And it is obnoxious. Congrats. But you're also supposed to be self-aware that it's obnoxious, and I'm supposed to find it, I don't know what, cute or charming? No, it's simply obnoxious.
End game. We basically have to go to the arsenal. We have all the tools in the game now. So we have to go to the arsenal. We have to continue through. There were some rats that were in our way that we can maybe get rid of now, all right? Because now we have the ability to make like...
Okay, yeah, this is getting...
favor. And if you happen to watch any content
What?
here on this channel...
What?
or
Engagement
on
begging?
DSP Reacts, please engage with the content.
Yes, engagement begging. We're back. We're back, baby.
If you're enjoying the video, please give it a like.
What if I'm not enjoying it?
Please leave a comment. Even if it's an inane comment, like, I'm just commenting to help for the algorithm.
Dude, but bro, this is literally flashback to, well, you go on the King of Hate HD channel and click on the ads that show up on the video, so maybe I'm gonna start getting paid. It's just the same shit. Yeah, please leave a comment, even if it's just a bot comment that you don't even feel like leaving. Come on, man.
That helps the channel.
That
And I
helps the
need that
channel.
level of help. This
He
channel
needs
doesn't
it.
get any promotion. This channel does
What?
not very frequently show up in YouTube search.
What is
All right?
promotion? You mean somebody who likes you gives you a shout out? Yeah, that's because nobody likes you.
It is your engagement on my content that will propel this channel back up. And let's be honest, in the last month, there hasn't been...
He's been trying to propel the channel back up for over 2 years now. Since he came back from Twitch.
Chief, getting zoned endlessly and moaning about his lack of movement. He needs to button another button. Too much soft meat.
Yeah, right? He needs to button them all. I wish this was a onesie and he could just zip it up completely so his face wouldn't even be visible. That would be great. And I wish the onesie was green so we could green screen it. That would be hilarious.
A lot going on.
Big ups Hosku for the Kachibishi.
In the realm of new releases. So views are down on the channel and there's nothing I can do about that. Likely that will continue throughout the summer months. It's going to be different when all the new games start coming out in the fall, then things will be propelled back up. But in the meantime, your engagement helps this channel a lot. So if you could do me a favor, I would very much appreciate it.
Nah, it's over, dude. It's over. He's trying to gas it up, but it's over. It's finished. Give up. At this point, the only reasonable thing you can do is give up. And it's not even a dishonorable thing. It's just reasonable.
Excuse me. I had to get a little bit of a refreshment there. Now, speaking of DSP Reacts.
Please engage your wallet and give me money.
Please. Please.
I released a new video
Engage your
last night.
wallet.
How many of you are aware that I released a new review on DSP Reacts last night? If you're aware...
Raise your hand?
Thanks.
Oh, okay.
I wish more people knew, because
Chief and DSP are the same. When both put in corners, they can't get out and panic.
Yeah, except Zangief actually is buff, and DSP used to be buff, but then something happened. I don't know. ... He's not buff anymore. Now he's atrophied. Yeah, big ups, Crescent.
Released my review of Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves, the Dungeons and Dragons movie from a few months ago. All right. Now I don't want to spoil my review.
You always
What I'm
do.
gonna say is, I really liked this movie.
Okay, well, that's a spoiler. You're not supposed to tell us what you thought about the movie before you actually review it.
I thought it was very good. And that's all I'm going to say, because I want you to watch the review, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
I was surprised at how good it was. It's actually one of my favorite movies in a while, all right? And I really enjoyed it, but sadly, some comments are being left on the video saying that the movie didn't do well, and it's probably nothing's going to come of it. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. So a movie comes along that out of left field is super duper good. It's well produced. Everything about the movie I enjoyed. Practical effects. And oh, well, the movie didn't do well, so there's not going to be anything else coming. I'm like,
It didn't do well. Like what?
fuck!
What was it like a? Hold on. Was it like a
coming
theater
off of
movie?
the Super Mario Brothers movie, which I reviewed and didn't really like. There's probably going to be 17 more of those. But the movie that I did like, oh, it didn't do well.
I mean, it's Dungeons and Dragons. I don't really know what you expected. That's probably the main reason why I'm not watching it. I haven't seen it yet, because I don't care about Dungeons and Dragons. The movie itself might be great.
Anyway, please check out the review and leave comments. Let me know what you think, if you agree or disagree with me. But super duper good movie, in my opinion.
Super
I have a lot to
duper
say
good.
about it, so please give it a look, okay? Very good. All right. On Friday when I come back, it's Street Fighter Friday. So that means it's Street Fighter all day long.
Skipping all day long.
Enjoying.
Didn't he already talk
Or
about
we could
this?
do the idea that we had, the DSP versus the world.
Nope.
I want to play with him all day, so we're gonna do on the day stream his guide.
The D&D movie didn't get enough engagement and support, so they wage quitted the franchise.
Yeah, they wage quitted. But was it like a streaming movie, or was it a theatrical release? Because I don't know. It doesn't seem like it was anything too hyped or too much marketing, because it's Dungeons and Dragons. Kind of appeals to a specific subset of people that already like the thing.
His combo trials.
Oh, it was a
Go online and
theatrical
try to
one,
learn this
okay.
character and try to rank him up. But in addition, there's a big change coming on Monday. They're changing the gameplay of Street Fighter 6. They're making it so that now you can do drive, rush, cancels.
Wow, that's insane, dude.
With 2 buttons instead of a dash input. For me, I'm going to be honest, this is going to help me tremendously. Because, a lot of the times I try to do drive, rush, canceling, it drops. I do the input, and it doesn't come out. And I'm like, man, that would have been key to get the drive, rush right there and be able to continue my combo or keep the pressure going. And I swear I'm doing a dash
Okay,
input,
yep.
and sometimes
I'm
it just
about to
doesn't
drive rush through this video.
with Machinima that he saved with them. I can't wait to tell you the full story of my whole trip to E3 and how that went, because it was fucking bizarre.
It was bizarre. It was haunted.
It was really weird.
He saw the ghost of T at 3 a.m.
I want to talk about my experiences with the
Yeah, we heard this. You talk about this every day, dude. Come on.
time of my life. You know, it's more than a third of my life. I've been a YouTuber. That's pretty crazy to think about, isn't it? And so,
That's actually kind of sad because it all led to this moment. A third of his life led to the moment where people just listen to him on the internet and make fun of him, and they have more fun than he is having.
what I would like to do
That's fucking crazy, isn't it?
is I would like to get
15 years to be begging for engagement and bot comments on videos. This is 15 years of your life.
your opinions on what you
God
wanna see.
damn.
So I did a poll over.
If that was me, I would keep quiet about it. If somebody asked me how long you've been doing this, I would tell, oh, well, I don't know, man.
You
Must be
gave a
like
good
5
review
years.
To cuties, flushed face.
I haven't watched that one, actually. I actually haven't seen it.
Oh.
And big ups Lee Garfield for the super chat and Paul J. Brazel.
Night, and I checked the results right before actually I came in here to stream this morning, and here's the preliminary results. The poll only ran around 9 hours at this point, okay? Here are the options. Saints Row 2. Why Saints Row 2? Because this is one of the
Makes no
earliest
sense.
games I ever played on YouTube, and I never did a full playthrough. I only did what was
Okay.
called highlights, where I did shorter videos of notable parts of the story or gameplay, but I never played the whole game. Okay? So, I could do a full playthrough of this game for you guys. By the way, I
No.
remember liking the game, although there were tedious parts that were annoying. I remember liking the game. There were like these themed gangs. Like one of the gangs like a ninja gang.
The
and stuff like
themed
that, right?
gangs.
That's number one. Option number 2. Super Mario Brothers 3 on the NES.
Okay, that could be also fun. Because then he would be salty because he has to play a retro game. And he's really used to playing brand new AAA games that hold your hand and tell you exactly what to do. And Super Mario is Super Mario.
Why Super Mario 3? Well, first of all, because it's one of the best platforming games of all time. I love the game, and I've only done one playthrough of it ever, and the one playthrough I did of it was over 10 years ago, and it was with my friend John Rambo. So it was a co-op
With
playthrough,
who?
co-op commentary.
Never
I wasn't
heard
even
of him.
Playing all the time.
Who is that
It was
guy?
Definitely a different style of content than what I do today. So going back and playing one of the best platformers of all time in my current gameplay style and streaming style would actually be pretty interesting for a 15-year anniversary, I feel. Okay? So there you go.
There you go. Grand
Option
Theft
number
Auto
3.
5.
Grand Theft Auto 5. And when I say that, I mean the recent re-release for Xbox Series X that is now under Game Pass Ultimate. Okay?
Okay.
So GTA 5 is kind of interesting. And allow me to explain why this is interesting.
Why is it interesting?
First of all, when the game came out in 2013, this was one of my most watched and talked about playthroughs I had ever done. All right? I was just coming off of the year before playing the classic GTA trilogy, which everyone had absolutely loved.
Was one of the gangs the sons of Kojima?
Actually, you are pretty close. One of the gangs was the sons of Samity or something like that. They were kind of, I don't know, I don't really remember, but I felt like they were kind of like a fuck, I forgot. Like a Jamaican type of gang. They had some vibe like that. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, they were the sons of something, definitely.
I was looking forward to me playing the new one. Okay? And so the hype was real. And when I played it, you know,
The hype
it
was
exactly
real.
the same kind of stuff you would expect from GTA. Silliness, adult content, but also some interesting gameplay, great plot
Adult
developments, character
content.
developments, you know, good stuff. Overall, the story of GTA 5 is quite good. It's not all good. You know, some parts in there that aren't as good, but overall, it's a great game. All right. So my first playthrough of GTA 5 did incredibly well, and this was just when I had become a live streamer and I was streaming everything. Now the thing is, I didn't have live stream interaction. I basically ignored the chat. I talked with no one.
This is like actually one of the stupidest things he's ever done. Is become a live streamer, but only for the benefits. So he became a live streamer so people can give him money and they can become subs, but he wasn't giving anything back. He wasn't actually talking to them or acknowledging that they existed. He was just making like recorded playthroughs, just like as if he would do it offline, but he was streaming himself doing it.
It was just as if I were offline playing the game. There was
It's actually like some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard a streamer do.
no face cam, none of the things that are like.
And he did this specifically so he can make more money. There was absolutely zero reason why he would have to do any other reason.
Day. So me doing a playthrough of it today would probably be significantly different
When
than
DSP dies of gout, please do stand up.
I will. I'll have a moment of silence, and we'll do a gout charity event for all the people suffering from gout. We're gonna raise awareness and a bunch of money for cherry juice.
the first playthrough 10 years ago. Now, hold on 1 second.
Hold on. I am holding on.
Some people have already countered the possibility of me playing GTA 5.
How?
And their counter to this idea is, but Phil, you already played the game twice. Why would you play it a third time? Okay? Now, is there some validity to that statement? Yes.
Yes.
But it is not factually true. Here's what really happened, okay?
Here's what really happened.
I originally played GTA 5 on the Xbox 360 at launch. Did a full playthrough of it, even tried with some GTA Online and stuff like that, and then essentially, you know, didn't play it for a while. Now, the next year, all right, they re-released the game for the new consoles that had come out in the fall. So
Okay.
at that time, I rebought the game on the PlayStation 4 because now it ran at a full 60 frames per second, which it did not run on the Xbox 360. So I rebought it, and you guys were interested in seeing me do a first-person playthrough. Because in GTA 5 at that time on the PS4, you could play it as a first-person game, which was never done before in the GTA series. So the whole premise was unique, right? So I started doing it. And at first, the gimmick worked and people liked it. And within, like, a few sessions, I say 2 to 3 streams of it, people got bored. And we're like, nah, I mean, you just kind of played this a year ago. It's the same game. Yeah, the first-person gimmick kind of worked for a few hours, but now we realize it's going to be the same thing. And,
I need to look up that gameplay and see him drive in Grand Theft Auto 5 in first person. I would love to see that. That sounds like a prime time DSP segment.
we're not too interested in it anymore. So basically, I did buy the game again. I did start to replay it, but I think I only got maybe 10 or 12 hours in. People got bored, and I canceled the playthrough. And we went on and we did something else instead, and we never went back. You know, over the years, did I go back to GTA Online once or twice when the heists launched? Yes. But for the most part, that was it. That was my whole history with
Playing heists with randoms doesn't work.
Hair back to show Nike hairline.
The Nike hairline. I haven't heard that. I haven't heard that one. That's a good one. It's pretty original and unique. The Nike hairline. But yeah, playing heists with random dudes almost never works out. It's more obnoxious than it is productive because the loading times are huge. People just drop in, drop out. You don't have any communication. It really, I would not recommend. Just find yourself some buddies or find somebody on the internet on one of those looking for group websites where you can actually add them on Discord or something and then play together. Because otherwise, it doesn't work, man.
GTA 5 was the original playthrough and just a few hours of a first-person playthrough the year after, and that was it. So that was like 9 years ago. Okay? Today, the game has been remastered, re-released for modern consoles, is on Game Pass. This is a good opportunity, I feel, for me to not only celebrate one of the most successful playthroughs I've ever done in my time as a YouTube content creator, but also GTA 6 is in full-on development. And we're waiting for information, and I get the feeling that within the next, 1 or 2 years, we'll probably get a lot of information about GTA 6 coming out. And so
Okay.
now would maybe be a good time.
1 or 2 years, Dave. It's not coming out this year. You should play the game a couple months before it actually comes out to hype people up.
To play the game.
You should play all of them, basically, because GTA 6 is probably going to be one of the biggest releases of all time, if not the biggest one, if it actually is as good as it seems like it's going to be.
Okay? I'm not saying we have to. We're just saying it kind of makes sense, all right? And then the last game that I'm interested in, actually because of the nature of these games, I would make it kind of a marathon special or something like that. A classic Mega Man marathon playing all the Mega Man games from the NES. Now, allow me to explain what I mean by that. You can get a collection of Mega Man games very cheap. It's only like a few dollars. I think it's like under $10. You can get like the whole classics collection of Mega Man, which covers all of the early games, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like all of them. Okay? Now listen, I love Mega Man. When I was growing up, Mega Man 2 and 3, I owned both of them. I absolutely loved them, and I probably replayed them a million times, okay? Mega Man 4 I also owned, and I thought it was good, but I didn't like it as much as 2 and 3. Thing about classic Mega Man, it's very challenging. Those games are not easy.
That's great. You should definitely play it.
But the other thing is, they're not very long. So because of that, if I wanted to play a series of classic Mega Man games, I'd be able to do that and not have to be, you know, oh my god, he played Mega Man for 2 weeks. It would never last that long. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it would definitely only be, you know, a series of games that, you know, would maybe, you know, a couple few streams to get through the older games. They're not lengthy at all. I'll probably beat Mega Man 1 and 2 in like one stream. You know what I'm saying? They're very short games. So that's what I was thinking is, like, if we chose that, it would be like a Mega Man kind of event where we play classic Mega Mans over the course of like the month, okay? So these are my 4 ideas. Now, the poll's only been live.
They're all bad. They are all bad. There's not a single good idea, especially for an anniversary event. Not a single good one. And you can see how little he thought about them because they don't make sense. They don't tie into the theme. They're not interesting, and it's not really anything that people want to hear for a celebratory 15-year special, right?
9 hours. Here's the initial results. Saints Row 2, 23% of
He wants to play a 10-year-old game to hype up a game that might be 5 years off.
Yeah.
Get ready for another $0 tip stream.
At some point, yeah, when he gets towards like the middle of the playthrough, shit's gonna get sad. And it's gonna get put on the late stream or the back burner, you know how it works. I think Grand Theft Auto 6 is probably about 2 years away, I would say. Or at least I would wish. Because now I'm just waiting for it, really.
the vote.
But I'm very concerned with the lack of any kind of reveals in anything. The most we've seen is from Rockstar is them announcing that it's officially in development, so they can justify Red Dead Online being completely left on a skeleton crew. And basically all the leaks that came out, because people leaked the whole game engine. There was like a brief leak of gameplay, and I mean, it all looks great, but I would like to see something more official.
Super Mario Brothers 3,
Big ups, Logan.
16% of the vote. Grand Theft Auto 5, 42% of the vote. And Mega Man Marathon, 18% of the vote. And that is clocking in 883 votes. Now, checking now, because that was a picture I took like an hour ago, 2 hours ago. I'm just curious if things have changed in the last
What about the
hour
troll
or two.
votes?
Let me take another look at it.
Dear Rich. Like bro, you got that? Kitten responding to the people who are tipping. Geez Derek, have some respect for the paying Kumas.
I would like to see that. I would like to see him rage at Derek at least a little bit. Some kind of salt. Because you know Derek doesn't give a fuck. The porn stars on Twitter shit all over him constantly. He gets clapped back by porn stars. He doesn't care. I've never seen somebody who cares as little as Derek. The dude just does his thing and never stops.
So if I go here and I go here.
Big ups, Parbs. Okay, this is getting a skip.
Because I don't know what the reasoning is there. The thing is, I've, people
I
have
died.
talked about me replaying GTA 5 over the years, and I always held off on doing it. I think it was a good thing I did.
It's a bad
Now that
idea.
It's a 10-year anniversary. It's kind of more interesting. Plus, we're 2 console generations later. This game likely will run very nice and look very nice on the Xbox Series X.
It looks exactly the same. It really does. Because I played it on the PlayStation 5, the expanded and enhanced edition. It's exactly the same shit. There's some kind of ray tracing, some kind of gimmicks, but really nothing that warrants you paying to get that edition. It should have been a free upgrade.
So, I guess we'll see what happens. But, hey, that's the initial. If you haven't
Hey, big ups AMAC for the 5 gifts, dude. Baller alert.
please go vote. Your vote matters.
Your vote
If you
matters.
have time. We're in no rush here. Please vote on this poll. It's on the community tab of DSP Gaming's channel here on YouTube. And I'd like to really get your opinion. Right now, almost 1,000 people have voted. If we can get another 1,000 in there, that'd be great.
Another 1,000.
How soon would I start playing one of these games? It really depends on what happens with Amnesia. And it also depends on if you would much rather see one of these retro games as opposed to, say, me going back to, like, Elden Ring or something like that and continuing that playthrough, right? So, let's see. Let's gauge interest. Please vote. Let's see what you guys want. And we'll go from there. Fair enough? But
Fair enough,
this was
bro.
a great opportunity for me to ask your opinions on stuff. You know, to get your feedback. This is key to what I'll be doing in the next month, because there are pretty much no prominent new releases coming out that I feel like anyone's going to really care about, including me. So this is a month of me kind of doing throwback retro stuff, and now's the time to get these opinions in, okay?
Yeah, I mean,
Speaking of which,
the expanded and enhanced is not exactly the same game. There are updates and upgrades and better things, such as the PlayStation controller, you know, haptic feedback, and the adaptive triggers. It's really good, but does it cost $20 more?
The super chat didn't work and I didn't get charged. Anyway, let's see if this goes through.
Well, it's cool. I mean, it popped up and I read it anyway, so that's fine, dude. So big ups. I appreciate your contribution, working or not.
hold on. I don't know what the hell that is. Okay. Speaking of which, in the month of August, we're going to do several anniversary events. There's going to be a Project 7 event where we're going to watch back all of Project 7.
Terrible.
I'm going to do a live react to it for DSP React.
Terrible.
Plus, I'm going to be giving background info, commentary, all kinds of stuff on it. Now in a new perspective, since last year we watched and reacted to the John Rambo and Howard video about me, and they talked a whole segment there
Yes.
about Project 7. Well, now that I know their feelings, right? Now I can tell you my feelings from my perspective of everything that was going on all along. All right?
Did it really take you this long to know their feelings on something that is from, like, what, 2013? Is that when they made Project 7? It's from at least like 10 years ago.
So that'll be,
God
that'll be
damn
an
it.
interesting
This dude is fucking shameless.
event to do it, right? In addition, we're gonna do a full-fledged, retrospective event where you guys...
And of course, he's gonna monetize his friends again, because it's gonna be a special event. And yes, this time you didn't pay for it because there was no sub-membership goal, but he's gonna be accepting the money to watch something that other people put in more work than he did. And it was basically his passion project, right?
are gonna nominate your favorite moments,
Very nice.
whatever, from my 15 years of content. And we're gonna watch it back together live in a marathon setting, similar to how we do DSP Reacts.
And then
every
the
week.
stupid fucking retrospective. At this point, he's watched everything that is worth watching from his storied history and career, and that's just gonna be filler.
Similar thing, or excuse me, DSP versus the internet.
He's already done it.
Do one about all about me and my
All about
content,
me.
All right, you're gonna have the opportunity to nominate things that you like. The members will have priority to do that, while everyone else will also nominate. But members are basically gonna get their stuff picked first.
Awesome.
And then we're gonna go to the standard nominations, and I'm gonna make a big playlist of my content and videos to watch based on your recommendations. Okay. So it's gonna be pretty neat. That's going to be a fun marathon event going on, probably around middle of August. We're probably going to have Ask the King return in August as an anniversary celebration. Yes, I know Ask the King was supposed to happen like back in like May, and we kept delaying it. Well, now's a good opportunity to bring it back for the anniversary. It is indeed my longest running show that I've done on the internet. In addition to that, there's going to be a special tier maker event where I'm going to be ranking all of the games that I've picked as Game of the Year, as well as the second place placings, and I'm going to be doing a tier maker of that, live with all of you, where we're going to see what games held up over the years and what games didn't, okay? Plus more. Like I said, these retro playthroughs are going to be a big part of this special event. So even though maybe we're voting right now and one of these playthroughs will start first,
Remember when he said this is a no drama stream?
Well, this is I don't even know what he was thinking about the Project 7 thing, because the Rambo and Howard, the whole gimmick was him having his response and the final word, because he loves having the final word on something, because he can't stand people like actually confronting him and having a back and forth with him. So he wants to say his piece and then leave it alone, and then basically he won. But in this case, he's opening that same situation again with the Project 7 thing, which was one of the biggest reasons they turned on him and they started disliking him, because they saw him for who he
It's the
was.
same generic events every time.
Yeah, well, it's the same fucking gimmick. And the tier maker thing is gonna be obnoxious, and it's gonna be stupid, because if you've seen one of them, you've seen all of them, and the rest of the stuff is really boring. I mean, the retrospective, like I said, he already reacted to pretty much everything that he's done that has any kind of reaction value to it. And from then on, people are just gonna send him a bunch of like cooking with the king and DSP tries it and is gonna be like, oh my god, look, I was so fat back then, but now I'm not. Now I'm like actually very healthy. And that's just gonna be it for like 4 hours. And then in between the parts, he's gonna ask you to become a member or some shit.
Doesn't mean that'll be the only one. There's potential I could even play all of.
Oh, when do we get a react to the side scrollers interview? That's definitely gonna be a thing that's gonna happen. That will happen 1,000,000%. But he needs to hit critical mass in like all-time low ego and really desperate. He needs to get super desperate in order to do that.
Those games in the poll. Eventually,
because the when he did the react to their post show and they were basically reading super chats for like 2 hours in saying what they thought about the show, that was him being hurt and pissed off. And now this kind of passed, so he needs to get to a point where there's really nothing going on and his channel is failing even more than he is now to actually go and do that. Big ups Aja Man for 8 months, dude.
over the course of August, okay? So, I'm excited for my 15-year anniversary event coming up in the month of August. I think it's going to be great. Keep in mind, there's still going to be Street Fighter 6 coverage. We're going to keep continuing on with Final Fantasy 16 till we beat it, and then we're going to go from there. All right?
Okay.
Cool. Very cool. All right. All right, I think I've covered everything I wanted to cover in that regard.
Good
so
stuff.
I think now I'd like to do a couple of news stories, and then we'll start doing shout-outs. Okay? Cool. News stories for today.
Cool. Okay. Good. Correct. Nice. Sounds good.
There is a strong rumor that Disney CEO Bob Iger is actually considering selling Disney or some of its assets.
This is wild. I hope China buys it.
All of Disney itself.
All of Disney.
This is wild.
Wild.
Absolutely wild.
They should sell it to Warner Brothers, dude. They would be so good.
Wild. Because just a few years ago, Disney was one of the most profitable, prominent entertainment companies on planet Earth.
It still is.
Marvel. They owned Star Wars. They owned all the Disney properties. So what happened?
Dude, imagine if the Saudis buy it. Because the Saudis are buying everything nowadays. They just bought football, essentially, because they're just paying people outrageous amount of money to play there. But imagine if the Saudis buy it. Dude.
Well, I'll tell you what happened.
They're going to recast The Little Mermaid again, and she's going to have like a headscarf. It's going to be so fun. I promise. Just buy them, Saudis, please.
The Marvel movies started to tank, right? The Star Wars movies didn't do as good as they wanted, and everyone turned against them. They overproduced Star Wars content, half of which people aren't even watching. Okay? The Disney stuff. They decided to remake every single Disney movie as a live-action movie, changing the whole fucking story around and changing key elements, and it pissed people off. The last 3 to 4 Disney movies that were supposed to be blockbusters were actually considered box office flops. So you can only essentially fail for so long before things start to get shaken up. And it's just crazy that this company that I would say 5 to 10 years ago, we were all talking about, oh my God, Disney owns the world. Disney is buying everything up. And they're assimilating.
Phil wants to be Keem so bad. Disappointed face. Reporting inches.
He wants to be Yong, yeah. But instead he's just Yawn, yeah.
All pop culture.
Because it's like, it's kind of what Yong, yeah does. Because he's basically, if you need a TTS for a news article, you just go to his channel, and he's great for that. I mean, I enjoy his stuff for that reason, where I can just listen to a news article being written to me. But Phil is like, he just reads the headline and maybe the bullet points from like a Twitter thread, and then he just goes off making shit up and making a bunch of assumptions.
And they're going to be the biggest pop culture company in the world. Who's going to stop them? Well, now we know the answer. Who's
the
Saudis?
Saudis.
Disney? Disney themselves.
Whoa. Who's going to stop Dark Side Phil? Well, you can't guess. You have no idea.
worst enemy because they kept changing everything about the IPs that they were buying up, right? If you take a look at the height of the prominent Marvel movies, right? Like, what were they doing their absolute best?
Endgame. Actually, Infinity War. That was... Marvel peaked with Infinity War. It hasn't been the same since.
Right in that mid-range, when you had, like, you know, the Iron Man 3, Infinity War, Captain America and the Winter Soldier, you know...
Iron Man 3 was not very successful.
Times that super prominence of Marvel movies.
I think.
What ended up happening was they oversaturated the market with too many periphery characters no one cared about. Like Captain fucking Marvel. Do we really need Captain fucking Marvel? Who the hell cares about that? When you flood the market with too much, then people...
That's the thing where this is... Who cares is really not much of a point. Because then it's just, like... The thing is, Captain Marvel could have been great. But then before the actual movie came out, there was the whole controversy about Brie Larson telling people that if you're like a white male, I don't care about your opinion of the movie. And all the fucking identity politics nonsense. And it predisposed people to not like it to begin with. So yeah, it could have been great. It's more the execution that was a problem and not really the concept itself. Captain Marvel could have been great.
People stop caring. It's like I say on my own streams, right? When you do something every once in a while, it feels special. If we do something all the time, it doesn't feel special anymore. It becomes more commonplace and people don't care about it as much, right? But that's what they didn't seem to understand. They were like, oh, well, simply because of, you know, our Marvel movies are doing good, we have to like exponentially increase the amount of Marvel content we're putting out there. No, you don't. You should actually just, instead of throwing everything at everyone, you should have maybe 5 Marvel movies a year that are absolutely amazing movies, 1 or 2 television series, and that's it.
What? 5 Marvel movies a year? That's less than what they do nowadays.
Reserve yourself.
That are absolutely amazing. When does that happen?
And focus elsewhere on other things.
You should have 5 Marvel movies a year. So they don't even release that many nowadays. MCU, if we're talking about it.
That way, when Marvel content comes out, it's special. It's not,
it's
oh my
special.
God, they hit me with
5 movies a year.
700 pieces of Marvel content. I mean, my case in point for me, all right? Pro wrestling.
What?
For the longest time, I was a pro wrestling fan, right?
You still are, though.
And then all of a sudden, WWE Network came out, and now not only was there 2 wrestling shows a week to watch in Raw and SmackDown, but there was also an NXT show, there was reality shows, there was other behind-the-scenes shows. Oh, by the way, if you want to be in on pro wrestling...
That's a god-awful analogy, but keep going.
You got to be watching Impact Wrestling. You got to be watching Ring of Honor, right? Now, these days, you got AEW and all this. Like, wait a minute.
That's like saying the same thing about superhero movies. Yeah, if you want to know all of the superhero movies, you need to watch DC. You need to watch Marvel. You need to watch the CW movies. This doesn't make any fucking sense, DSP. If you care about a company, you can watch their shows. You can just watch Monday Night Raw, or you can watch Friday Night SmackDown. Or if you want to keep up with AEW, you can just watch their shows. It really is more of a genre of wrestling than one unique kind of universe that everything is interconnected.
For me to be a wrestling fan, I have to be investing like 70 hours a week.
That's not true, no.
To watch pro wrestling.
You can just watch whatever you want. That's why the WWE Network is a thing. You can just watch whatever you want.
I don't want to do that. You know, that's ridiculous.
You don't have to.
Well, if you're not doing that, you're not in on all the stuff. You're not a true wrestling fan.
Who fucking cares if you're a true wrestling fan or not? You listening to people on the internet to validate whether you're or not you're a true fan of something? That's you being fucking dumb.
Well, then I guess I'm not going to be a wrestling fan anymore. It's
because somebody on Twitter is going to tell you you're not a real wrestling fan. What? Why the fuck do you care?
Too much of an investment. It's supposed to be something that every once in a while you're spending some time, you know, watching or enjoying as entertainment and optional. Now, you have to invest your entire life's existence into it to even understand it, right? So much Marvel content was coming out that there was no way you were ever going to watch it all, and therefore, you know what I'm saying? Like,
no.
This is insane.
No.
Why were they putting
Doesn't
out
make
so
sense.
much?
I understand that there's a ton of Marvel stuff, and if you want to know literally everything and understand all the references, you need to watch all of it. That's kind of the benefit and downside to having an expanded universe like that. That's definitely the case. But you don't have to watch everything to get the normal story, the overarching plot. You really don't have to, because that's what I do, and I think I understand pretty much everything that's happening in those movies.
And don't even get me started on Star Wars. You know, Star Wars, let's make a new trilogy. Okay, could you please write us a story that has a start, beginning, and end, so that no matter who's working on it, at least we have a story? Oh no, we're just gonna make 3 movies. We don't have a story yet.
What is he talking about? The Rey trilogy? They did have a story, it just wasn't great. But also, yeah, they didn't really have a concept of a trilogy. They just... Abrams made one, then they gave it to Rian Johnson, who wanted to do a different thing, and then Abrams made a third one that was just like trying to be a second one in a third one, because the second one wasn't a proper second one. This shit is a fucking mess.
You think there might be a problem here? You're gambling with billions of dollars, right? No, we don't
The
need
snake
that. We're
lab,
smart,
dude.
right? We're big brain. We're probably Ivy League educated. We know what we're doing. We'll make Star Wars great again.
Wait, what?
These fucking people, man. You know.
MSGA, make Star Wars great again.
And so what happens is they make a trilogy of Star Wars movies. No one likes the last movie, but they already made 10 other Star Wars things based around Star Wars that now it's too late to pull the plug on.
Bro, you don't even like Star Wars. Why are you so pissed off?
Right? If you think about it, they had made other... Solo, that movie tanked because no one fucking cared about Star Wars anymore.
No, that movie tanked because it was a prequel about Han Solo. I mean...
And another, 2-3 more movies coming out. No one cares.
No one
how about a
cares.
fucking series? They got lucky with Mandalorian.
Yeah, and then the newer one was pretty much a success. I fucking forgot his name. It's about Andor or whatever that one was.
They really did. But at the same time, now Mandalorian has gone off the deep end and no one likes it anymore. So you see what I'm saying? Like, Disney basically doesn't understand, whoever's in charge anyway, if this is Bob Iger or whoever the fuck it is, doesn't understand even the premise of popularity and how it works. If you own all these great IPs, great, but stop flooding the market, right? Instead, diversify a little bit. Do some more interesting stuff. It's a little different, but you don't have to always do the same shit. Star Wars doesn't feel special anymore because there's too much Star Wars. Marvel doesn't feel special anymore because there's just too much Marvel.
When did Star Wars feel special? Back in the 80s when it first came out, the original trilogy? I guess so. Because then the prequel trilogy didn't really feel special because they're not very good movies. And then the sequel trilogy didn't feel very special because they're not very good movies.
You know, you ruined it.
You ruined it
for people by putting out too much content. So there you go. And that's what's happened with Disney. So now
no, it's called Andor. I'm sure it is. Let me open it up. Andor series. Okay. Andor. Bang. It's called motherfucking Bars. And it has an 8.4 out of 10 on IMDb. And I usually end up agreeing with most IMDb scores, so it's probably pretty good.
now, after flop after flop after flop for like a series of 4 to 5 years now, where this pattern has been happening, the rumor is they might actually have to sell and get out of there, right? It's like, wow. And I don't know what would happen if there's new management that owned it or whatever. Would
give it to the Saudis, bro. They're gonna fix it.
They do things differently, maybe. I would certainly hope so. You know, I really don't feel that like Disney's really been doing the right thing for many years now. They've been making mistakes. So maybe it would be better to have someone else take the reins, right? The other news story we have today is yet another...
This guy saying someone puts out too much content.
But dude, that was his whole gimmick back in the day, was oversaturating the scene, so you literally had to watch his videos, because there was nobody else you could watch, and he released so much trash. And now he's bitching about other companies doing that same thing.
Follow-up.
Come on,
if you're not
bro.
aware,
Can't
to
be
the
real.
Microsoft and Activision Blizzard merger. So what was supposed to happen was the initial
Oh,
agreement...
I'm so tired of this. Let them just buy whatever they want. And then the Saudis are gonna buy them too.
that the merger had to go through by like today, okay? But what ended up happening is, as you guys know, there's been a lot of different holdups in this process. In the UK, there's a regulatory holdup. In the United States, the FTC was suing. And all these things basically just kept having the deal delayed.
Delay.
So the good news is, all the hurdles in the United States have been cleared. The FTC's been told to shut the fuck up. Enough with your bullshit.
Imagine that's what they told them. Hey, FTC, shut the fuck up.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about?
You don't know
Basically,
what the
a
fuck
joy
you're
went and
talking
slapped
about,
them
you
like this.
fucking
Shut up.
idiots.
Quiet, you. Just slap their face. Stop it. Quiet. Go away. And the FTC said, "Meh," and cowered away like they deserve to. But in the UK, there's still this process that Microsoft is working with this UK regulatory body. I guess it has something to do with cloud gaming. They need to hash it out. And once they hash it out, it looks like it's going to go through. But sadly, they didn't hit their deadline. So, there's been a new agreement. The fuck did I just click? There's been a new agreement. They've extended their merger to now conclude by October 18th. So they basically extended it by like...
Dude, this guy should totally print out the news story and highlight the things that are worth reading so he can just read it out to you like he's young. Yeah, he for real should actually do that. I'm not even like joking. That's an actual good idea, because now he's like on his phone, he's clicking left and right, he had no idea what's going on.
I hate this. He trash talks multi-billion dollars companies, cites no sources. This is just stalling, bitterness and jealousy. Yawn.
He's not exactly wrong, because Disney made a mess of Star Wars and they didn't really have much of a coherent plan or an idea like they had with the MCU, because MCU up until maybe like what, phase 4 had a very, very good idea of what they were doing, and everything made sense and everything was connected and was great. And then they kind of, for some reason, didn't do that with Star Wars stuff. I'm very confused. And when it comes to the Marvel stuff, people are, I think, starting to wear off on it and actually getting superhero fatigue, even though they've been talking about getting superhero fatigue for like 3 years now, or at least after Endgame. But at this point, because they recently released, what was it, Secret Invasion on Disney Plus, and it seems like most people's impression is that they really didn't care about it all that much, so it might actually start running out of steam. So he's not exactly wrong, it's just the way he's saying it is really reductive and stupid.
2 months, 3 months? 3 months, right? A 3-month extension on the deal, all right? And Phil Spencer is basically telling all his employees and the public, because he tweeted about it, he's feeling super positive now that this merger is going to go through.
He's feeling positive. He hit the merger goal.
Now,
he's having a special merger event, and he's going to wear a hat and a celebratory Hawaiian shirt. I can't wait.
People have actually read between the lines of this new deal and found out that there is something going on. That there is actually a new kind of deal going on. I guess there's another regulatory body, the CMA. I don't know who the hell the CMA is.
Bruh, what? Dude, why don't you just read the fucking article? Please just do that. Just read the article. Dude, well, apparently there's this thing. I don't fucking know what it is, but thanks for watching my news segment, everybody.
But I guess they said that if this deal isn't closed by August 29th, okay, there will be a termination fee of $3.5 billion or something crazy like that. I don't even know what that means.
He doesn't even know what it means.
The thing is, with this legal process, it's been so convoluted. There's always another twist. There's always another thing you didn't know about that comes out of nowhere that fucks it up or makes it get delayed even further. But essentially what's going on here is this thing is going to continue.
Can't take him seriously talking about Disney.
Yeah.
Doesn't know who Bob Iger is, or Kathleen Kennedy. Doesn't talk about woke butterfly. Opinion discarded.
It really...
Can't take him seriously talking about.
Well, thanks
Disney.
for the
Doesn't
double
know who
feature,
Bob
but
Iger is, or Kathleen Kennedy. Doesn't talk about woke stuff.
He just
Opinion
knows
discarded.
what some internet opinions are, so he just repeats them over and over again, as if it's his opinion, but he has no experiences with pretty much any Disney stuff. He hasn't actually seen the Star Wars movies, or the Marvel movies, especially the Marvel ones.
Everyone wants it to happen that's involved. It seems like even the regulatory bodies at this point...
No matter how long I've watched Pig Roach, lower lip tapping and licking, crooked face, and constant smacking after sip of his pig juice joyful me off.
I've never seen anybody so obnoxious in so many ways. And it's like tiny ways, you know, the fucking, like you're saying, the lip tucking, the lip licking, the crooked face, the hairline, the lip smacks, everything, the speech, everything is obnoxious about this guy. It's almost like a greatest hits. It's almost like a checklist, and he just checked all the boxes.
Realize it's just a matter of time. It's just going to be hashing out of like details to get it to go through. And, you know, will it go through sooner rather than later? Will there be initial changes if and when it goes through, or will they actually take longer? I don't know, you know, but finally it looks like we're in the home stretch. My question is, will the Microsoft purchase of Activision Blizzard actually make anything better? Because if you take a look at the other companies they bought out, I mean, shit. Take a look at what just happened with the fucking Redfall game, right? That's a company that at one point was making top tier games. They were making games like Dishonored, right? Prey. Those are amazing games. Microsoft buys them and they pump out 2 shitty games, Deathloop and Redfall.
I don't think that's connected. And also Deathloop, I wouldn't say it's shitty.
Like, what happened there?
Maybe it's not great. I only played like 3 hours of it. Maybe it's not amazing, but definitely not shitty.
Microsoft bought them and they got worse. So what's going on, right? Like, that's not good. So you have to hope that, you know, the fact that Microsoft is buying companies, that it's not going to be the death kiss for the companies. You know what I mean? Like,
Here's your bi-weekly disability check from me.
Hey, thanks, dude.
hopefully,
Make sure to save some of it up for some cool disability style stuff.
companies will continue to put out good content. And I don't know. So I guess we'll see. Maybe, hopefully, let's hope that that was the exception to the rule, and that really there are a lot of companies making great games right now under the Microsoft umbrella. They're just not ready to be presented yet, right? Like, that would be the ideal thing to hope for. Not that every time Microsoft buys a company, somehow they go wrong, you know? Activision Blizzard has a lot of great games in their wheelhouse.
Yeah, I feel eventually they're gonna end up buying Ubisoft too, and Ubisoft have a bunch of fucking franchises that can be rebooted, remastered, remade, or in some sense just get a bunch of money out of. You know, Splinter Cell, Assassin's Creed obviously is making bajillions of dollars. They got a lot of stuff.
You know, you got your Diablo, you got World of Warcraft, Overwatch.
And of course, yeah, you got the Blizzard stuff.
Was good at one point. What was the other one? What's their MOBA game? I can't remember what it's called. Hearthstone, right? Then you go to Activision. Activision has a ridiculous amount of IPs, of course, the biggest of which is Call of Duty. So you gotta hope that because Microsoft's gonna buy them out, that now they're not gonna tank too, you know? But anyway, it looks like the deal is going through, finally.
Okay. What's the last news story?
The CMA is the regulatory body in the UK. Thank you. I didn't know that's what their name
you.
was.
Didn't
I
know
kept
that.
saying it was a regulatory body, but I didn't know the name of the group. Thank you.
Well, you're breaking the news, my guy. You're doing news coverage.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna.
There's a 3-month extension on the deal to deal with the UK's regulatory body. Reading articles is useful, Piggy.
There you go. No, we don't read the articles. It's a waste of time. You just read the bullet points because they summarize the article. Why read the article when you got a summary of it?
Get to a shout out, but give me a
You
second
must be a fucking troll or something.
here. There's a new shirt and the
Big
tag
ups,
is killing me.
Black
I hate when
Mage.
that happens.
And he needs to take off the tag from the shirt. And this is a nice shirt with like anchors on it, an anchor style pattern,
Can I get this tag off?
such as the anchor that he needs to put on Cat so she doesn't fly away. You know, because she's fat.
And no super chats, no super stickers as of yet. But you know, the day is young.
The day is
Thank you in
young.
advance to anyone who
You
supports
can
me on
always
the
give
YouTube
him
side of
money.
Things. I really appreciate that. Recently, we had a lot of people gifting memberships to the channel to try to boost the numbers again. Thank you for that.
Trying
I
to
really
boost
appreciate
the
that.
numbers.
That helps a lot. And again, it's a great way today when I'm playing Street Fighter competitively. You will likely see more people on the stream today than say yesterday for Final Fantasy. Great opportunity if you were looking to help the community and you wanted to gift some memberships. Today would be a great day to do that. Okay. Now here we go. Shout outs abound for tips. We start off today
Yes.
with a $50 tip
Wow.
from Lisa Lou.
Of course. Obviously. You guys love Lisa Lou.
Right off the bat,
It's a valued member of the community that pretty much doesn't really exist outside of giving DSP money, which is the best way you can exist in his community. Really, if if his chat was always silent, but people would just give him money and not talk in chat, he would be perfectly fine with it. It's not really a community going on. It's more like a community fund.
Thank you so much, Lisa Lou. As you can see, we're using a Diablo animation. Likely, I'll
It's a
keep these
dog shit
animations for the rest of the
animation.
month, and then I'll change them
terrible.
for the month of August. Remember, I am looking for fan submissions. If you would like to contribute artwork or animations for my 15-year anniversary next month, that would be great. I would love to have new animations of maybe funny stuff of me over the years, maybe some of the green screen footage, right? Something like that, whatever. I'd like some new animations if possible. Can't make them myself because I don't have the capability nor the skill. But if a fan would like to
it
work
doesn't
on that,
have
I
the
would really
skill.
appreciate that.
What skill does it fucking take to download an app on your phone and put your face on something?
Either way, I'm going to change out these animations come August.
He's not exactly commissioning people to do artworks.
We're not going to have these game animations anymore.
But yeah, I don't have the
We're there once,
capabilities.
all right. So thank you very much to Lisa Lou for a $50 tip. And Lisa Lou says, I've been a fan for many years.
Of
Thank you for the
course.
great content. You
Obviously.
are welcome, Lisa.
This is the most bot comment ever. He didn't even bother to say for how many years. Just many years. He couldn't even say, I've been watching your video since your Heavy Rain playthrough.
Thank you so much. Gunner Glasses, right to start. That is unless you guys would prefer.
Whoa. Cool Phil. Remember, that's how he called it.
Lisa Lou.
This
I'm
is
probably not gonna
Cool
wear these when I
Phil.
play the game, by the way. I'm going to put on the Gunner Glasses when I play the game.
Cool Phil.
Okay.
Remember, guys, I'm looking for
continue.
free labor. Me.
Obviously. We want some free labor. Come on. And it's not even a free labor. It's a contribution to the community. There you go. And big ups Dominic for the 5 gifts, dude. Big ups for your contribution to the community.
I received a $5 tip from Guitar Player 1939. Guitar Player, it's always great to hear from you.
Yeah.
Thank you for the tip. Let's see
Okay.
what Guitar
You're not
Player's up
hearing
to.
from... never mind.
Guitar Player says, I finally beat Persona 5 Royal last night. It's a great game, and I highly recommend it to anyone who hasn't played it. There you go. I recommend baseline Persona 5. I didn't play Royal. I heard Royal has more content, a new character, a new plot line and everything. Cool. I'm sure it's great. I agree it's a great game. Thank you, Guitar Player. All right, I received
Oh,
a
nice.
$29.99 tip from Game Trekker.
Awesome. It's... Bro, isn't fucking Game Tracker the new 1 minute man, basically? He sends him like 30 bucks every day.
Thank you to Game Trekker.
Like actual daily contributions. It's fucking wild.
And Game Trekker says the following. No new tips at the moment, no matter which character you pick today. Instead, I'll elaborate a bit on a tip that I gave you.
Oh, no new tips.
Before your last Blanca stream, I talked about stun.
Oh, no.
15 years of being a pro
When you read
creator, no basic skills.
Obviously, he doesn't have the means or the skills. So this is getting fucking skipped. Game Tracker, go fuck yourself, you stupid fucking bitch.
The tip and get more damage.
Okay.
All right. I received a $4.20 tip from Geef for Life.
Geef
It
for
says,
life.
Please play Geef or I will suplex you.
Wow.
Well, that is very
He got a bad back. You can't
Alarming.
suplex him.
How
You're
would
gonna
you
injure
suplex
him for
me?
life.
Because, I'm at home right now. My doors are locked.
Okay.
Are you saying that you're going to burst in my door, run into my office, and live on stream suplex me here on stream?
I would love to see it.
That's incredibly disturbing, actually. I think I might have to alert the authorities that someone is on the way. But anyway, I appreciate...
Imagine DSP called the police. Excuse me, is this the police? Well, I've been told that someone is on the way to buy private residence to suplex me, and I would like to alert the authorities in case that happens. Sir, this is DoorDash customer support.
the tip. And actually, it looks like I'm playing with Zangief because it seems like that's what people want.
Because he got it on speed dial.
Alrighty then. Maybe I will avoid the suplex.
Avoid the suplex. Dodge the suplex.
Check the walls.
Reverse it
Shit,
into
I
a
should- hold on,
Hurricane
I should
Rana.
pause Ha! Okay, there's no one in here. There's no one in the closet. Thankfully. I thought there might be someone hiding in there, you know?
Are we really doing this?
Okay.
He checked his
Continuing
fucking
on.
closet.
Alright. I received
Oh
a
man.
$1 tip from Snow Carl.
Oh wow. Fun.
He says... He's saying he saw a... This doesn't even make sense. All right, Snow Carl, what you're saying doesn't even make sense. I'm not even going to address it. Really, what he said is nonsensical, and it's basically...
What did he say
fishing
though?
For drama.
It's fishing for
stupid.
drama.
So I'm not even going to
Are you surprised that Snow Carl is trying to fish for drama and bait you into talking about stuff?
answer it because it's just dumb. It's not
just
even
dumb.
factually true. It's him trying to create a situation that's not happening, and Snow Carl does this from time to time. So Snow Carl, thanks for the $1. No thanks. All right. We've now hit $100 in tips.
Wow, awesome.
So,
what a fucking Chad.
I think we're gonna have a hat. The question is, what hat would you guys want today? I don't know. What hat would go well for today? First of all, it cannot be a distracting hat. I can't do.
Yeah, you should take
They don't like the business. No
Wait, what?
place. I enjoy YouTube. I enjoy its monetization.
Hold on.
From Snow Carl.
What?
What do you think of Kick? Why aren't you multi-streaming
Oh my
over there? Did you
God.
consider switching over. Why would I switch?
Bro, Snow Carl got ghosted the first time and got like a talking down to segment, and now he sent him more money to ask him something. Bro, this dude is fucking stupid.
What is wrong with what I'm doing on YouTube for the last over 2 years exactly? Right? I've built a community here. People know where to find me.
Really?
People know where all my content is. I enjoy YouTube. I enjoy its monetization options. I don't have any problems. So why would I stream on
problems.
Kick?
No problems. Except when he had to delete 200 and something pre-streams because of copyright takedown possibilities. And he had to delete a bunch of videos because they were breaking community guidelines. And yeah, he was violating them, so he deleted them. But no problems, nope. And he's constantly talking about how he's gonna get demonetized, constantly talking about how his videos get taken down when he does the DSP reacts. But alright, no problems, 0.
Right?
Right? Yep, perfect.
I don't get it. Why split the audience? If you have
Split
a
the
central
audience.
place where you can do all your content and people are happy with that and people know where to find you, right? And everything's going good, why would you then say, oh, I think I would like to start doing stuff elsewhere? Why?
Hey, big ups, Well Swayed for 4 months. Big ups, Meerkat. Can you play the Pasta Eric sound, please? Obviously, I can.
Talk about my Meerkat Mob.
There you go.
I need my Meerkat Mob.
Suck a
Meerkat Mob.
And finally, I have, I actually don't know. That's all I got.
There were problems. Like, for example, if I were streaming on Twitch still, and I was noticing all these problems going on with Twitch. The monetization was getting worse. The moderation was bad. And I was like, man, the writing's on the wall. People got to get out of here.
No, you got kicked off. You got kicked out of the partnership. And then you started realizing all that stuff. You were perfectly good there until you got kicked off. So don't try and make it seem like you saw the writing on the wall and it was a you can't fire me, I quit moment. No, you actually got fired from the partnership program.
Then I would go stream on Kick. That's literally exactly what's happening. People are fed up with Twitch. They don't like the business. No surprise, because I said a million times over the years that business was on the way out. No one listened. But now they're actually seeing it for themselves, right? And now people are trying out Kick and liking it. They're like, oh, this is a viable alternative, correct? So, but I don't need to go to Kick. I like where I am here on YouTube. I'm good. I'm having good times with the streams. I could stream at very high quality here on YouTube, as you guys know. Way better than I was ever able to do over on Twitch. And
that's not true.
I don't know what Kick's limitations are. I don't know if they have those kind of limitations or not, right?
I'm perplexed by his obsession with quality and bitrate. It's really fucking weird. I never got it, and I never get it at the moment. Never. It's strange. Hey, big ups, Tryan 007, 5 months, and Just a Scam for 20 months. And Tryan says, big ups for the content, dude. You're welcome. You're welcome.
So, there you go. That's why. If there was a reason, like if all of a sudden YouTube started instituting a bunch of changes that I didn't like, right? Limitations, changes to the system, how it all works. I'd be like, oh shit, all right, I don't like this. I'm gonna consider, you know, maybe co-streaming on Kick. We'll try it out. Why would I do that if I like how things are going?
So basically, no backup plan. I'm not saying that he should start co-streaming on Kick, but he's waiting for something bad to happen, so then he can have a massive panic segment, emergency streams, get a bunch of pity money, and then start researching and learning about stuff.
Right? And again, streaming here, I have all my content in one spot. You know, if you want any gameplay from me, you go to DSP Gaming. You like React content, you go to DSP Reacts. Now, oh, you can find this stream on YouTube here. You can find this stream on Kick here. You can find this content here, this content here. Now you're all over the place. No one knows where to go, right? So there you go.
All right,
Argo
sounds
says,
good.
why do you have sunglasses on? You're not outside. In reality.
Oh, now this is gonna be a comedy segment. Is he gonna say, in reality, I'm actually outside, but I've recreated a miniature model of my office, and it's all green screen?
This ring light is pretty bright.
Oh.
But I've kind of just gotten used to it over the course of the year since I started using it. It's pretty darn bright. It was funny because when I started playing Amnesia the other night.
You can actually turn it down, just like I can turn down mine. And the ring light has a really distracting and weird reflection on your glasses that is very annoying. But of course, he doesn't care about that because that's your experience. It's not his experience. As long as his experience is good, you can suck a dog off. That's why all of his DSP Reacts videos has an echo from his neck phones, but he doesn't care because it doesn't hurt his experience. It only annoys you.
People were saying things like, why don't you turn all the lights off in your room? I was like, they are off. They're like, what are you talking about? I was like, literally every light in this room is off. The only lights that are on are the ring light, the ambient LED strip on the floor, and I guess you could argue this lamp, but there is no actual lights on in the office. The ceiling light and the lamp over there are off. But this light is bright in order to make, you know, the lighting good for the camera. That's why it looks like that. And
But
people
the
were like,
lighting is
"Turn it
bad
off."
for the
I was
camera.
like, turn it off. This is what it would look like. You ready?
This not that bad. I mean, it is bad. He's obviously in the dark, but at least you can see his LEDs. Otherwise, it just looks like they're kind of pointless.
Hi, everyone. Hello? Is anyone there?
Yeah, we get
Oh,
it.
yeah,
You're funny.
hello? Anyone still there?
He's being funny,
As you can
guys.
see, it doesn't look
Look at how sweet Grandpa is when he tries to be funny.
nearly as good.
How
right? Like,
wholesome.
you can barely see me. I mean, could I play a game like this? I could, but you would barely be able to see me, you know? So that's why you need the ring light, okay? You really do. Okay.
And this one is just too much.
All right.
It's too much.
I forgot what we were talking about. I totally forgot. What were we talking about? Tomorrow's your Independence Day. I'm glad to hear that, Juan. I hope you have a good day. By the way, that's all the shout-outs. We've done all the shout-outs.
All right, now we're
Q&A.
transitioning into
What's
Q&A
going on,
stuff.
Jade? He says, sup. So Zangief today, Friday, Luke and Lily. Yes, that sounds like a plan, doesn't it? Sounds like a plan. Zangief today,
Oh.
Friday, Luke and Lily. I don't know what order they'll...
Jade was again begging for DSP to play him, and DSP didn't play him, as far as I know. So yeah, and he was actually begging in chat. There's message logs of him saying, "Hey, I've been waiting for so long to play DSP. Please." He was actually begging. It's really heartbreaking.
play them, but that's what it sounded like. Yes. Okay. You can open the light from your window. No, I can't. My blinds are broken. My blinds don't work.
Wow.
I can't pull up my blinds. They don't go up. The only thing I could do is during the daytime, I could try to like wedge them open, but I have my air conditioner in, so they're already skewed to the side. It basically, I don't have a functional window here. It sucks.
Wow, what a great gated community lifestyle. You can't even open the window in your room, in your office. Wow.
just don't. The fucking thing's all fucked up.
Obviously, it's fucked up.
David says, do you see all new handheld gaming systems needing to have replaceable batteries in Europe by 2027? By European Union regulations, they want batteries recyclable. No, but that's interesting because, as you know, there are many things right now that don't have that. The Switch does not have a replaceable battery. cell phones do not have replaceable batteries, at least to the consumer. I mean, you could open a cell phone. If you have like an expert, you go to like a shop and they'll do it for you. But yeah, I guess what's happening is you're right. There's a new European Union regulation that in 4 years, every device needs to have a replaceable battery so that they can be recycled. So you're not throwing out the device and the battery goes to a landfill. So that's interesting. And that might change a lot. It really might. I guess we'll have to see.
So what is that gonna change?
Am I going to play Remnant 2? No, I didn't play Remnant 1. I'm not interested in Remnant 2.
It's probably a game he's gonna enjoy though. It doesn't look too bad. It's like Dark Souls with guns.
No, I'm not going back to Call of Duty at this point. The new Call of Duty is a few months around the corner.
Really? It hasn't even been announced
I'll
yet.
probably check it out. Yeah, let's face it, every year I end up checking out the new Call of Duty.
He should fly his dad in to make him fix it, dude.
He definitely should, because it's gonna be cheaper. Because his dad's gonna pay for his own ticket, obviously, and he's gonna visit. You know, he's gonna see his dad. So obviously,
But I have no
definitely
plans on
should do it.
playing Modern Warfare 2 again.
Big ups, Black Mage.
Cool clothes you got on. Cool. Arkham says people like to watch people play scary games in the dark. I understand that. I do. I really do. But you know, I don't think it would have worked for Amnesia. We could have tried, but people didn't really care. I was like, you know, if we turn off this light, you're not gonna see well. They were like, all right, whatever. It's not, you know, if there was a big demand, if everyone was screaming at me, I would have considered it. But
Everyone's screaming at
either
me.
way.
What does that mean? What does everyone screaming at me mean? 3 people in chat, one after the other, telling him to do something, or is just whatever he wants to do, and people screaming at him is arbitrary based on what he decides it means today. People screaming at me.
Their name is a bunch of E's. Do you have any tips
E.
for getting spam locked in the corner with Zangief? I bought Street Fighter 6 yesterday and I got stuck in Diamond even though I've never played a fighting game before. You're screwed. Hate to say it, you're kind of screwed.
You're dying. Uninstall.
Zangief is one of the worst characters for getting out of the corner in this game. He does not have an actual true reversal move that has invincibility. So he has to rely on the enemy making a mistake. And if you just started playing the game, you're not going to understand when an enemy is making a mistake. So, yeah, it sounds like the placement screwed you over, and you're going to have to lose like dozens and dozens of matches to get all the way down to like low platinum or even gold before you're going to be able to do anything. That's terrible that you got into Diamond and you don't know what you're doing. That's really bad. I wish I had advice for you, but no, he's actually one of the worst characters for it. I mean, the best way to get out of the corner with Geef is to not get in the corner with Geef.
Wow,
and
great.
stay playing from mid-screen and stopping that from happening, which isn't, you can't explain it. You got to play good, you know. How many
Next
of the Mega Man
question.
X games have I played?
That
Fine
gets
places.
skipped. Next question, please.
No, I've never ridden a pony. My favorite season is probably the fall,
He's never ridden a pony.
but I do like winter too.
Ah.
But probably the fall because that's when the weather turns. We get a lot more rain and precipitation. When I get to take my air conditioner out of the window, open the window and get cool air coming in the window, that's really nice. And you get rain and there's like nice moist air and you get cool fall events and things. You know, I like leaves. I like the idea of like, you know,
He likes leaves.
pumpkins, pumpkin spice,
He likes pumpkin spice everything.
everything. You know, you get cool fall activities going on. You got Halloween. I like all of that, you know. Winter, I love winter, but the problem with winter is sometimes you get inclement weather. You get the snow and the ice, and that kind of sucks. Outside of that, though, like the holidays are great. My favorite time of year is the holidays.
Dude, I like leaves and like pumpkins and like
No, we're not
pumpkin
playing
spice.
Jackbox. I answered this for you the other day, Ayana. I don't know why you're asking again. I have no intention of playing Jackbox.
Maybe you changed your mind.
Bringing it up. Who cares
No
about that?
Jackbox. Because back in the day when he played Jackbox, he could at least pretend like he's buying into the troll stuff, and now it would all be like cat references and Jasper Declawed and like Keemstar 50k stuff. So he can't. No, his ego is way, way, way more damaged than it was back in the day.
Will I make a tier maker of favorite mini games for Yakuza? Probably not specifically the mini games of Yakuza, no. Maybe I would rank the Yakuza games in general, but probably not just the mini games. Big Papa Phil says, now that you have some extended time with Street Fighter 6, can you explain a major reason why the game is fun as opposed to Street Fighter 5, which may have to be the most hated Street Fighter ever? Sure. I mean, there's a million reasons. At launch, the game had a ridiculous amount of content. Well, at launch, Street Fighter 5 had literally no content at all. This game has a little something friendly, accessible fighting game ever, in my opinion. With the way that they've set it up, with the modern controls and everything, anyone can play this game and enjoy it. Seriously. It actually worked at launch. Street Fighter V did not work at launch. It was a joke. This game worked perfectly at launch. It has arguably the best.
Awesome. Great. Have fun.
You got characters that can be played in one way perfectly well and succeed, but then be played in a completely different way and still be perfectly well and succeed. I have seen Dalcine played as a up-close mix-up rushdown because they never.
This is getting an up-close mix-up skip.
I have sang on a stage before in high school.
Wait, what?
Generation of gamers now have to relearn what fighting games are because they were told wrong by the last one. Because
Bro, shut the fuck up.
Before in high school.
Oh, he's performed in high school. Okay,
But I
good
think
stuff.
Capcom will
Big
ever
ups,
fix pattern.
Rabies 13 for 13 months.
Ken's fix pattern. Ken's, I don't know if you can fix
Yeah.
it. You're always gonna have people who do that, who play a pattern and it kind of works because the character is kind of overpowered. They can
Okay, nice slurp.
just ever. The lag and the problems were just crazy for that time. Yeah, I remember. You remember how hype I was for Street Fighter V? Because Street Fighter 4 was a game that gave me major prominence on YouTube in the years of 2009 and 2000.
He got a lot of clout for the previous one, and he was hoping to get more clout for the other one, and then it was bad, and he sucked at it. And it didn't happen. And this one, he's definitely not getting any clout from this one, outside of people like that one guy, Diaphone, reviewing his gameplay, and people clowning him on Twitter for crying about stuff in the game. So yeah, zero clout.
2010.
It's just like nowadays, whenever he goes viral, people are just reminded he exists, and they are shocked, and they're basically shocked that he's still real and he still exists and he still makes stuff. That's how washed up he is.
Literally, I got tens of thousands of people who followed me just for Street Fighter because they liked my coverage. And so I stepped away from that for many years. And then when Street Fighter V was coming out, I was like, I'm reinvesting my efforts into this. I bought a joystick specifically just to play the game.
Wow.
I got everything ready. And the game was complete shit. At launch, it was such a joke. I was like, I've never seen a worse fighting game launch ever in my life. Not once have I seen a fighting game launch more incomplete.
Hey, big ups, comment bot for the subscription, dude. Make sure to leave a bunch of bot comments for engagement purposes, so we can bring this channel back to prominence.
The prominent game series that started it all. The big, momentous, name-dropping series. You hear Street Fighter? That's a fighting game, bro. And then it's the worst one. Like, that was just pathetic. In reality, I firmly believe that's why Ono lost his job. That's got to be why. If you look at all his other failures, he had a ton, but that's got to be the biggest one. Like, how do you fuck up the most notable fighting game series of all time and not know it was going to be so fucked up at launch? You've had to be an idiot. Anyway.
What a fucking idiot.
I got a $10 tip from Pug. Who's your favorite Street Fighter?
Oh yeah, did he didn't buy the fight stick, huh? It was gifted.
Character?
There you go.
You know, of all time, probably Blanca, because he is the weirdo character that doesn't look like a normal human. I mean, not to say that an
So it looks
Indian
like
man who
DSP.
can stretch his limbs as a normal human.
Oops. Oh, you got him at the first half.
But you understand what I'm saying? Like,
An Indian man.
this character is kind of based on someone.
But what did Indian man have to do with this? You could have said a guy who can stretch his limbs. Adding Indian man to it really doesn't mean anything.
in a real culture.
And this is like a DSP thing. It's not me just nitpicking what he just said. He would always say it. Always just inject the race of a person when it has nothing to do with what he's actually talking about.
Blanca is a fucking green electric monster. I think that's so wild that he's in a fighting game like that. I've always liked that he's just a weird character. Thing is, Blanca's almost never good. It's a rarity. He almost sucks in every game he's ever been in. So, I definitely have enjoyed having Blanca be good in Street Fighter 6, at least for these early months. He might not be good long term, you know what I'm saying? But I am definitely enjoying him. So.
He's enjoying him. Yeah.
Tarantula.
Next
became a
question.
member for 25 months. Thank you, Tarantula. These are re-ups. The Gamer Man and the Tarantula were re-ups, so that's why I'm not adding them as new members to the channel. By the way, the goal today, by the end of today, 540 members. I know we can hit that. That would be great if we could. Again,
What do you mean you know you could hit that?
We have way more people on stream than usual. It would be great to get some gifted
What does that mean? I know we can hit that. What does it actually mean when you say that? I know that you can give me enough money so we can make it happen.
If you so choose to support the channel.
I don't
in that
really
way,
understand.
Thank you in advance. That would be stupendous. Okay.
It's kind of weird saying it like that. Dude, I know we can hit that. I believe that you can give me so much money. Because it has happened before.
We got to get ready to start.
All we have to do is somebody drop a 20 gift, and then we get it. We win.
Or else we're going to lose critical
Oh, the
time
trolls
here
are
to
going to
play.
be so mad.
All right? I'll take off the sunglasses now. Thank you all for a great podcast. I appreciate that very much. I had a good time with all of you here today. And it looks like
Today?
people voted for the fake hair hat.
Oh, that fucking sucks. Well, we're done with the pre-stream at this point. Let's move on to something else. But I don't have that much time, so maybe another 15, 20, 25 minutes. And then I'm going to be clocking out for the day. Because I got stuff to do that I've been avoiding. Let's see what we got here. The daily wrap, shit sucks. He made a bunch of money, so it doesn't really matter. Impromptu Q&A with viewers. What the fuck is that? Let's actually go through
Good
this.
evening, everyone, and welcome to an impromptu Q&A
Oh, this because he beat Amnesia.
stream here on DSP Gaming. I just finished tonight's game, Amnesia the Bunker, very early, so we have over a half an hour left to just kind of chill and talk.
Wow,
And that's
awesome,
exactly
dude.
What we're gonna do. I'm gonna field questions from the audience, see what they have on their minds. So because we beat Amnesia the Bunker early, this now leaves night streams open starting this weekend. And actually, Slayer has a good suggestion. He says, I think, based on the results of the poll that I've been doing on the community tab of this channel for the last 24 hours, he says, this Saturday night, maybe start Grand Theft Auto 5. People have voted in droves. Over 500-600 people voted to see GTA 5 as a 15th anniversary.
I have no
playthrough
idea
that
why.
We will do
Absolutely no
over the
idea
course
why.
of, say, this month in August, to celebrate my 15 years as a content creator on YouTube.
It's not even like a fun playthrough game for DSP because it's not difficult. On a technical level, is very basic because all you got to do is drive a car and shoot a gun, and you got like sticky aim, you got aim assist, so it doesn't really matter. Like, what is he gonna add to the playthrough?
I've only played GTA.
Goat laughs, snake laughs, begging segments, membership begging.
GTA 5 once ever 10 years ago. So it might be cool to see a second run. So he's saying, why not start that on Saturday night?
Oh yeah, and he's not even gonna have the music on.
Then I'll balance Street Fighter with Final Fantasy 16 and GTA 5 as my major playthroughs right now. He said, once you beat Final Fantasy 16, probably in like early to mid-August, then you can start your second half of your Elden Ring second run and finish that too. That might be a great idea. I don't know what you guys think about that. What do you guys think? GTA 5 starting this weekend?
Nope.
Saturday likes that idea. Cool. King
Cool.
Michael likes that idea. About the Alien games, at this point, I didn't hear too much about it, and don't really think... Says no one asked for it besides you, unless there's a change. Like if other people are like, "Oh yeah, it's a good game." This is the first I've even heard of it. What is it? I don't even know what the hell it is. Fireteam Elite. I really have no clue.
Oh, he hasn't heard about that one? I guess it's kind of all right,
Rule
but
says
it's
the game said
it's also like a
everything randomizes
co-op
stuff,
game.
But I believe it's just like the original Resident Evil 3. There's some possible combinations in the game that you can choose from. Resident Evil 3 had like 6. Interesting. What he's talking about is the different codes and things in the game. The game at the end of the game said they were randomized. So if you play the game a second time, the codes are changed. So you always have to explore and find the codes in order to unlock stuff. There was some randomization at the end of the game there, the final boss room, where certain bridges were up or down randomly, which was kind of interesting. Okay. Am I excited for games in October? Yeah, I'm excited for games September, October, November, and December. Like this.
He's excited for
I played
games.
Alan Wake Remastered already, Mr. Puzzles, like 2 years ago.
Yeah,
4
he
years
did.
ago, whenever that was. Does it? Easy Mode says GTA 5 looks amazing on the Series X. And I got it free on Game Pass, so I'm cool. I'm down for that. What is my favorite candy other than chocolate, says Judge Jimmy. Other than chocolate? Oh, other than chocolate, I don't eat that much. I would say maybe Junior Mints.
Hey, see you around,
which is
Dominic.
primarily a mint.
Have a good
Yes,
one,
there's
dude.
dark chocolate on it, but it's primarily a mint. Probably Junior Mints.
Junior Mints.
Opinions on this Amnesia monster? Was it scary or your favorite? Says Double M. See, here's the thing. I don't remember all the Amnesias. I'm trying to think in my head. Machine for Pigs was the worst.
All right, this one is getting a skip.
Then later, I guess I should reveal it at the end of the game with the, when it came out quite a while. Opinion on Bully? Really good game for its time.
Bully?
Especially
Please do. That's my opinion. Preferably Cyberbully.
because it came out, what was it, early 2000s, mid 2000s? Super good game. I remember playing it as one of my first games I ever direct captured. Oh man, it was a great playthrough. That game was great. Ellipsine says there's an awesome platformer game coming out in August called Marble It Up. Might be worth keeping an eye out. Marble It Up? What the heck? Put marbles? Like Marble Madness? I wonder what the heck that is.
Like marble mouth.
Would I shave my facial hair or style it differently? Personally, I don't really care about my facial hair.
Yeah, we can see. But if he shaves it off, he has a very weak chin, so it's gonna be fucking gone. It's gonna be
I
worse.
just don't want it too long. If I grow it out too long, it bothers me and itches my face. Tonight I actually shaved, by the way. See that? I shaved for today.
Wow, that's crazy, dude. Look at the vanity segment. Oh, look, I shaved. You see?
But
He was also the guy about a year ago who was talking about that all the shills, they only care about how they look because they're shills and they're idiots. They groom themselves because they're idiots.
yeah,
Basically.
like, it bothers me. It bothers my face if I
Yes.
grow it too long. Outside of that, I really don't care what I do with it. It's really more for whatever you guys want, what my wife wants. She likes the goatee.
She likes him like
keep
this.
the goatee.
She likes him like this.
Yeah.
With half white, half patchy. In a mustache that doesn't even connect. That's great, man. I love it too.
Let's see here. See.
Dude, this is 40 minutes long, man. I'm not gonna sit through this. I gotta go. And if there's something that is worth something, I'll come back and watch this. But now, this is gonna be for today. Thanks everybody for stopping by, engaging, contributing. Make sure to leave a bot comment for the algorithm. And I'll see you around. Make sure to have a nice one and come back next time. All right? We're gonna have fun, I promise. Okay? I love you. Bye.